this song I'm going to begin this set with is called Soldier Down, and I have the honor of playing it tomorrow at the Pioneer Cemetery in Chelsea. And it's quite an honor to play there, and it is, there will be a platoon, I guess, coming down from Petawawa, because there's a guy who was buried there who perished during the Boer War, and one of very few people who was given the Queen Victoria scarf. She made scarves during the Boer War, and so he got one. And so they do this ceremony, obviously every November 11th, but the planes fly over, right over the cemetery, and they also fly over Pearson's Cemetery in Wakefield. And the song that I'm going to sing is called Soldier Down, and I was doing a workshop, songwriters workshop, with a bunch of teenagers. And this one teenager, Simon Gillian Bradley, was having trouble with the course, and it was around November the 11th, and I gave him a book called The Canvas of War, the Group of Seven in the First World War. And so he went and did some more research and ended up coming up with some of the words to this song. After I finish the song, I'll tell you another story about it, but this is the song that he and I came up with. Convoys sit off the cold French shore, planes cut through the sky, smoke rises up beyond the beach, we have arrived. Gunshots heard and the plane ties high, tanks roll by in the night, whisper of bullets and my buddies hit, try to control the terror and the fright. You can train, you can fight for your life, no hero here, we soldier on. You can train, you can fight for your life, but win or lose, soldier down, soldier down. After the war, I tried to come home. My wife pretends that it's fine, but the sound of thunder or a baby's cry robs all sleep from the night. They talk of the wars and the great battles won. They talk of a service that was done. But us that were there, we don't talk so much. We live with the ones that are gone. You can train, you can fight for your life, no hero here, we soldier on. You can train, you can fight for your life, but win or lose, soldier down. You can train, you can fight for your life, no hero here, soldier on. You can train, you can fight for your life, win or lose, soldier down, soldier down. was working on a ground crew up in Thunder Bay, met a Finnish guy by the name of Arni Anapu. And he was a really nice man. He was tall, good worker. And every time there was a thunderstorm, I'd turn around and his rake would be lying on the ground and he'd be gone. And the foreman said, "Let him go, I understand it." And later on in the summer, the foreman told me the story, and so did Arnie. He had been a prisoner of war in Berlin at the end of the war, and as the Russians were coming through, they opened up the prison and let everybody go. And he walked through Berlin as it was being bombed, and he walked all the way back to Finland. And and he said, the only thing that gets to him is thunder. So that's where that part of the song came from. But the early part came from Simon, and I was just amazed that he was 12 when he wrote the song, and kind of amazing. And so tomorrow I'll be singing it with the Chelsea Youth Choir. Only one person, because of COVID we're not allowed. But last fall when I was recording this album, it's on the new album, we couldn't record the kids, So I took individual microphone and tape machine to each, or digital, and took it to each house and had the kids record their part. And so I had the kids sing the song 5 times to give the sense of a choir. And so I said, sing it normally along with me, because I was with queued up and it was a click track. Then I said, sing it as if it's country western, wider embouchure. So, and then I said, sing it as if you're in an Anglican church. So, and then I blended all of them, and it sounded like 15 different people, because each person had 3 people singing it 5 times. So I got myself a choir that way. But the kids learned quite a bit about recording in that session, because microphones like this, they don't discriminate between my voice and the sound of a hum coming through a speaker. And so they're telling me, gee, I didn't know that my dog's nails sounded so loud on the hardwood floor. And I had to tell my mom to turn off the laundry downstairs because that was coming through the headphones. It was kind of interesting. This is another song by a kid. It was on a student's on ice trip, and he had some sort of, he was on some sort of spectrum. I don't know. I guess everybody is, but he was, And he couldn't sit down. I mean, why would you want to sit down to songwriting class when you've got icebergs taller than the ship? Anyway, he promised me to write a song. So just as he's getting off the ship, he handed me this piece of paper, and here's my song. Here's the song. It took me 5 minutes to figure out. It was all written. I did record this on an album a number of years ago and got back to his town, and I gave him a check to introduce him to the royalty business of music business. I gave him $80. Now's my favorite time of the year. The sun is shining all the day and night. Here I go, skipping school again. We're going camping. We drove 3 hours to the flow edge. When we got there, it was so exciting. Watching polar bears, chasing seal, and the narwhal passing by. Now is my favorite time, my favorite month of the year. He was a person of few words. Now it's my favorite time of the year. Sun is shining all the day and night. Here I go, skipping school again. We're going camping. We drove 3 hours to the flow edge. When we got there, it was so exciting. Watching polar bears, and an hour passing by. Now is my favorite time, my favorite month of the year. In the Beltane wood, salamander plays under starlit night, and the pine trees sway and the hemlocks sigh to the peeper's song. In the Beltane moon, between night and dawn, in the Beltane woods, there's magic here. In the phosphorus light and the mossy air, in the Beltane. In the Beltane wood, the turtles bask. The sun is here, oh, the sun at last. With a winter so long, it did not seem fair, but now she's come, yeah, spring is here. In the Beltane wood, there's magic here. In the phosphorus light and the mossy air, Beltane. And the fiddleheads play an asparagus tune, and morale is high beneath the Beltane moon, while a barred owl cries, "Is anyone here to bear witness to this magic here?" In the Beltane woods, there is magic here. In the phosphorus light and the mossy air, in the Beltane. In the Beltane wood, there's a fairy ring and a tree of rags. Let each wish bring the sunshine high and the birds' songs sing in the Beltane wood. These rites of spring in the Beltane wood. There's magic here in the phosphorus light and the mossy air in the Beltane. Thank you. That one's obviously called the Beltane. Water lilies bumping car, all frogs in a pool. Come on, girls, don't be afraid. I'm after you. Snapping turtle, mossy back, stinky mean as well. You've been around as long as me. You'll need a harder shell gliding down. Water lily road gliding down. Water lily road. Minnows dart the shady pool, they chase the dapple light. Mysteries lurk down below, some of them not nice, some of them nasty mean. Leeches on your leg, I'll bite your toe, the crayfish said. Now be on your way, gliding down. Water lily road, gliding down. Water lily road. The Fisher King, flashing through, he chatters on and away. He lights upon a leaning branch, a vision of Monet. Sunlight up the darkened pool, the flower cups so wide. A raven flying from the shore is startled now to flight, gliding down. Water lily road, gliding down. Water lily road. and the damsel flies joined in flight, a crisscross dragonfly. Clouds sail the green world, and the summer breeze a sigh. Flash the sun, the turtle shell, a deer nods from the shore. Someone calling down the lake, who went through the door, gliding down Water Lily Road, gliding down Water Lily Road, gliding down Water Lily Road. This is for a friend back here who knows my brother up in Rossport, Ontario. This is a song that has had some success. Lots of choirs have done it. And I was over in Italy playing there a couple of years ago. A guy invited me over who had heard my first album in 1976 and always wanted me to come to Italy. So he brought me to Italy. Pretty good, pretty nice, you know. So I ended up staying at his apartment in Milan, Amanda and I. Anyway, this woman came to the concert, and she had just come from Corsica, where there was an international choir, where a choir from Indiana was singing this song. I mean, you know, pretty bizarre. Wood smoking oranges, path of old canoe, course the inland ocean to be back to you. No matter where I go to, it's always home again, to the rugged northern shore, the days of sun and wind, in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country, it's a part of me and you. We nosed her in by Pukassaw, out for 15 days, to set paddle in the spirit at the mercy of the waves. The wannakins were loaded down, and a gift left on the shore. It's best that we surrender to the rugged northern shore, in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country, it's a part of me and you. Smashed the smoky cliffs from Old Woman Bay, where we fought against the backswell, then went on our way. Talk to you spirits. By the vision pits we saw them walk the agate beaches of the mighty Gargantua, in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country, it's a part of me and you. I turned my back upon these things I tried to deny, the coastline of my dreams, but it turns me by and by. It tossed the mighty ship around, it smashed the lighthouse door, sent shivers up my spine, the rugged northern shore, in the land of the silver birch, cry of the loon. There's something about this country, it's a part of me and you. By wood, smoking oranges, path of old canoe, I would course the inland ocean to be back to you. No matter where I go to, it's always home again, to the rugged northern shore and the days of sun and wind. There's a storm on a mountain. It cuts through the trees. It cuts like a chisel. It is cutting through me. There's no way home. There's no way home. There is no way home. Up at the tree line, look at a whale, and clouds on the peaks now, like a torn sail. And there's no way home, there's no way home, there is no way home. Oh, look at that mountain when the green light fails. Clouds piling up now in a blistering gale. And there's no way home, there's no way home, there is no way home. God have mercy on the fools up there. They don't stand a chance, they don't stand a prayer. And there's no way home, there's no way home, there is no way home. Gets too heavy, it'll all come down. You may hear the thunder, don't look around. There's no way home, oh, there's no way home, there is no way home. For the wind of the future is born of the past. This storm on the mountain, well, it's coming on fast. And there's no way home, there's no way, there's no way home. There's a storm on a mountain, and it cuts through the trees. It cuts like a chisel, it's cutting through me. Oh, there's no way home, there's no way home, there's no way home. Thank you. I'm going to do this song, and it may be the only time I do it publicly. Dark secrets flow down the McIntyre River. Dark secrets flow in my hometown. Dark secrets spoken in shadows and whispers. Dark secrets flow, where did this go wrong? Where did this go wrong? Something thrown from the back of a pickup. Something thrown and the victim goes down. The cliche goes that the only good Indian is the one that's lying dead on the ground. Dead on the ground. I know the guys who did these things, cruising down the Chippewa Road, looking for trouble on a Friday night. Trouble you don't want to know. And now the police chief mutters and the mayor does too, and the senator's words are condemned. Oh, but nothing happens and change must come. Well, the violence will never end. When will it end? There was something for the boy and the girl, a school so far from home. There was hope, but what they found was all alone. Dark secrets flow down the McIntyre River. Dark secrets flow in my hometown. 7 feathers, 7 arrows, and so the darkness grows. I'm going to finish this set with a little piece on the flute, but before I do, that's a song in which I did ask Tanya Talaga, who wrote 7 Fallen Feathers, to do the song, and I asked Tom Wilson too, who is with Black Hill and Rodeo Kings, and he is from the Mohawk Reserve. But I wonder about it. Do I have the right to? I mean, I'm furious about it. I've been writing about these issues, about the Reed Paper Company in northwestern Ontario since 1975. I wrote a song called Northern Journey about the pollution by the Reed Paper Company of the English Wabigoon River. I've been doing this for this long, and because it was my belief as a songwriter, as a folk songwriter, always was in my head, and it may have come from Pete Seeger or from Woody Guthrie, speak for those who have no voice. All what is changing is that in the First Nation, there is a voice now, and the voice is beginning to be heard. So maybe it's time for me to shut up on these issues.